The year was 1888, and the foggy streets of Whitechapel teemed with shadows and secrets. Among the narrow alleys and gaslit corners, a name lingered in whispered dread: Jack the Ripper. No one had seen his face, yet his presence loomed large, etched into the fear of London's working class. In a modest flat overlooking Dorset Street, young Eliza Moriarty, a struggling artist, lived a life of quiet determination. Unlike the women who prowled the streets after dark, Eliza found solace in her sketches and oils, capturing the essence of Whitechapel's grittiest corners. But her peace was shattered when she received an unexpected commission, a letter sealed in crimson wax, bearing no return address. Miss Moriarty, the letter read, "Your art captures the truth of Whitechapel, the beauty amidst squalor. I have a proposition. Sketch me as I am, a man of shadow. Meet me at midnight near the 10 Bells pub. Bring your tools, and fear not. Sincerely, J." Eliza's hands trembled. The J could mean anyone, but her mind latched onto the name that haunted everyone: Jack. Curiosity and fear wrestled within her, but poverty and the promise of payment won. At the stroke of midnight, Eliza stood near the pub, her sketchbook clutched tightly. A figure emerged from the fog, tall and cloaked, with a hat pulled low. His voice was smooth, cultured, a striking contrast to the rough accents of Whitechapel. "You are braver than most," he said, his gloved hands gesturing toward her tools. "Shall we begin?" Eliza nodded, forcing herself to meet his eyes, cold, calculating, yet oddly captivating. As he sat on a nearby crate, the gaslight illuminated his sharp features. As she sketched, Jack spoke, his words chilling her more than the night air. "Do you know why they fear me, Miss Moriarty? It's not just the killings, it's the mystery. The unknown terrifies more than the blade." She dared to ask, "Why me? Why let me see you when no one else has?" He smiled, a predator's grin. "Because I want the world to see me through your eyes. Art immortalizes where words fail." The hours crept by, her sketch taking form. But as dawn approached, a new sound joined the night, the distant wail of a police whistle. Jack's expression darkened. "We must part, my dear," he said, rising. "But our work is not done." Before she could respond, he disappeared into the fog, leaving behind a crimson-stained coin, a macabre token of his gratitude. Eliza fled to her flat, her mind reeling. She locked the door, but sleep evaded her. By morning, the headlines screamed of another victim, found mere steps from where she'd sketched the Ripper. Her hands shook as she looked at her work. The sketch was brilliant yet horrifying, capturing a face that seemed human yet otherworldly. Days turned into weeks, and the killings stopped. But the fear remained. Eliza's sketch became her secret burden, a masterpiece she could never show. She hid it away, but the memories of that night lingered, the whisper of his voice, the gleam in his eyes. Years later, when Eliza was an old woman, her flat was sold, and among her belongings, the sketch was discovered. Historians and criminologists debated its authenticity, but no one could deny the haunting power of the image, a portrait of evil that seemed to stare back. And though Jack the Ripper was never caught, his legend endured, etched not just in blood, but in the fragile pages of a forgotten artist's sketchbook.